there may be such a thing as getting up too early. But in any case, it is the second morning in a row that I've got my 7 hours, more or less, and been out the door by 4. While we're waiting for the sun. Enough sun, enough light to operate in. I will cut in the one little snippet of video that I shot posting video yesterday. We ran into Pretty Town for a little bit, and here was my favorite part. Single speed. I'm having a specialized Ethiopian pour over. That place is called Single Speed Coffee. It is taken over as the #1 coffee spot in northern Arizona by far. It has overtaken the legendary Late for the Train as the place to go for a well-considered and well-crafted cup of the good stuff. And I could go off in a couple of directions there, talking about the B list of Flagstaff coffee, Arizona coffee, but I think I'm gonna pass on that for now, because speaking of legends, as Tom Waits once said, I want to pull on your coat about something. And the something that I want to pull on your coat about is a mindset and a phraseology that were once ascendant in my life. When I was a much younger man, of course, I was studying life and how to be good at it. And I stumbled across this book. I believe the title was something along the lines of, "Do what you love, and the money will follow." That idea was kind of a big deal to me for a long time. Why, just do what you love. Do the writing, for example, and the money will take care of itself. I wish it were that simple, but it's not. In fact, I think that for the most part, that Oprah kind of idea about how things work, that philosophy of abundance, or whatever they're calling it these days, I believe that it is a ripe, steaming pile of BS. Now, let me make the counter argument. I have known people for whom it was a little more true. For example, being a half-assed teacher myself, I came to know a whole lot of real teachers, people for whom the teaching was not just a job, but much more like a vocation or a calling. And once upon a time, if you excelled at teaching, for example, if you went and got your PhD and played the game, it might have been true that then the money just followed. You could find yourself something tenure track and live well as a result of doing what you love. But I think for the average person, certainly for me, it's not true. The example that's been on my mind this morning is what the spooksta likes, what the spooksta loves to do, and that is taking care of cats. After close study, I am here to tell you, doing what you love for stray cats is no way a matter of the money following. In fact, it costs hundreds of dollars a month. And when there's medical issues, thousands of dollars on top of that to do what she loves. The money doesn't follow. The money flows out in great quantities. And she has to do a regular BS job in order to be able to afford that. Then there's certain YouTubers that I've seen, like the young man called Mav, who gets hundreds of thousands of views on his stupidest little videos. Now for him, apparently, doing what he loves does result in a big flow of money. But I'm here to tell you, over the course of the last 10 years, I have more closely and more closely pursued what it is that I love. And the amount of money coming in as a result of doing what I love has slowed to a trickle. Doing what I love, this right here, for example, is not a way to make money. If you want to make money, you open a car wash like that one, or you open a grocery store like that one, or you go to work for the owner of the grocery store and you rise through the ranks. Now, I can't imagine that running a car wash or working at the grocery store is what anybody really loves. Maybe, but really? If your car wash is successful, if there really is room to move as a produce clerk, sure, maybe the money will follow. But doing what you love is still going to be in a whole different section of your life, right? Whether that is teaching, or whether that is taking care of the strays. You'd be right if your reaction was, hey Werther, you're only now coming to get this? You're only now beginning to understand how things work? You're right. Maybe it's, as the visitor once said to me, simply a problem of not having enough moxie. Whatever the fuck that is. Or loving the wrong thing. Loving the millennial dawn. Loving the waste places. When I'm in a mood, like I was yesterday, and to a lesser, softer extent, the mood I'm still in today, I would be happy to do what I love and break even. But on days like these, it seems like even that might be asking a little too much. It sure is beautiful. And it's good to be alive. Don't let anything I'm saying be a cause for forgetting that. Life is a miracle. We do need to keep reminding ourselves of that. The simple fact of consciousness, the simple joy of walking, the complex joy of a world-class pour-over coffee. Miraculous. One thing I have learned, and I alluded to this yesterday, is that y'all like those travel videos much more than videos like this. Videos from prison. So, here in the next couple of days, we are going to make another travel video. And I won't spoil it, but we are going to go in pursuit of out of the way in a fairly radical sense. There is a national park there, but that won't be the point necessarily of this trip. So there's a little something to look forward to as we look forward to the sun coming up at last, being here to witness it, feel its warmth, transmit its warmth over the airwaves. I hope you have a really good day.